Welcome into Starts a Different Day. Hope everyone is having a lovely Saturday morning. I am here as your main host today, and joining me, Josh has coined this the Young Guns Show, and it's weird because I'm the oldest one on the show. Joining me, Luke Sawhook, Hutchinson Brown. We are all here together to give you your Start, Sit, Different Day questions. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into it. Welcome in to Starts a Different Day. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Good. Ready to get into some questions.
Luke, just a straight. Good.
Yeah, you just got it.
I'm good, man. I don't
know.
Right
into it.
Well, to be straight up, I woke up like 15 minutes ago. So, it hasn't really started yet. This is all we got so far. I got out of bed, put on this shirt, put on some sweatpants, and I'm like, all right, let's ride. So
I'm in my pajamas. This is a very laid back show. I sometimes wake up 20 minutes before we ever have to get on. So
well, I woke up 15, so there you go.
Nice. This guy even cutting it closer.
Yes,
how you doing?
Closer. I'm doing great, man. Just super excited to answer some questions. And yeah, I was up a lot earlier than you guys, I guess.
Why? What were you up so early?
Well, no reason. I just my head is basically has an alarm clock for like 7:30.
Oh my god! On a Saturday?
Yeah.
I think never.
Yeah, easy. I'm easily up at 7:30, if not earlier.
Look, you got to remember, he's in high school, so you have to be
in
up.
high school. I would still.
When I wake up for school, I'm up at like 6:30. Easy.
Nah,
yeah.
Some mornings even earlier because some mornings I go to the gym in the early morning, so like 5 a.m.
The kid is on the grind, man. This is crazy.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude. All right.
We're already making comments.
I know, it's fantastic. Czar's always here. Dalton and Riley, new person. Never seen this person before. What we quickly do before anything, just as more line in, quick injuries. The injury list is actually shorter this week, but I think it's more impactful, especially at the quarterback position, because Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, and Matthew Stafford are all questionable. Two guys you probably definitely had in your lineups, and Allen and Murray. Stafford, fringe guy.
Hopefully you did not have him in your lineup because
I'm thinking like deeper leagues, like 14, 16, maybe you had Stafford starting.
In super flex leagues, you definitely are.
Definitely. And Ryan Tannehill, questionable. Again, in deeper, maybe super flex leagues, he had him. Running backs.
Willis right again.
Oh, Malik Willis. One day, Luke. Maybe one day. One day he'll play good. I know. Mark Ingram, Deion Jackson, both out at the running back position. Zeke, Jerick McKinnon, J.D. McKissick, all questionable. Receivers. Keenan Allen's hamstring is a medical mystery, folks. We really don't know what the heck's happening with him.
He and Darren Waller. What is going on?
Unbelievable. I don't get it. Makes no sense. Mike Williams also out, so Josh Palmer and DeAndre Carter will suit up as the 1-2 this week against the San Francisco 49ers. Yeesh. Hunter Renfrow also out. Josh Reynolds, KJ Hamler, Mecole Hardman, Romeo Doubs, Russell Gage all out. Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins, both questionable for the Texans. Kenny Golladay also questionable. Didn't even matter.
Do we care about Kenny Golladay?
Ryan just adds people on this list.
Why is Kenny Golladay on this list?
Ryan makes the list. I just read the list that Ryan creates.
Ryan, don't put Kenny Golladay on a list of fantasy football.
Funny. For tight ends, Waller, Njoku, and Jelani Woods all out. You got to throw in Jelani Woods. And Cameron Brate and Mo Alley Cox, questionable. Keep in mind, if you have Brate and you might plan on starting him, he does have the 9:30 a.m. start tomorrow. So,
yeah, I expect him not to play. I think Cade Otton's a really good stream this week.
Yeah.
I'm on team Cade Otton.
Yeah, Cade Otton.
I like Cade Otton too. I picked him up in a league. Yep. Kickers, Dustin Hopkins is out, which means Cameron Dicker the kicker, is back in.
Dicker the kicker. Let's go.
The kicker.
We love it. And Chris Boswell is out. He was placed on IR. So there's your two kickers. In the first question from Dalton, and Czar has weighed in on this, and I'll start with Hutch. Trade CD for Debo. So essentially, who'd you rather have, CD Lamb or Debo?
Wow, that's interesting. Rest of season, I think you're probably looking at. Wow, that's really, really difficult. I think with the addition of Christian McCaffrey to this offense, I think I'm going to slightly favor CD Lamb rest of the season. It's
Luke?
a very, very close debate for me though.
I'm looking at Lamb's game logs. I think I'm gonna go Debo. CeeDee Lamb has been pretty meh so far this season. He's had 2 games, back-to-back weeks with. It's kind of weird. He had 2 weeks in a row with 18.7 points, but then besides that, his highest week is 16. I don't know. He just hasn't been that good this year, and Debo hasn't really either. Granted, but both these guys have had pretty bad touchdown luck. Debo and CeeDee Lamb. Man, it's kind of hard. I mean, with Dak being back, obviously it gives some preference to CeeDee Lamb. I think I'm going to go Debo just because I think he has higher top-end potential. I mean, we saw last year how incredible Debo Samuel can be at his best. Yeah. And I think right now they're kind of scoring similar points. So I think I'm going to go with Debo.
I'm worried about the addition of McCaffrey, and I just looked at like rest of season schedule for both of these teams. They both suck. Like they're playing absolute cupcakes. The Cowboys see Minnesota secondary. Indy's been pretty good, but Houston secondary, Jacksonville, and Tennessee, nothing great. They see the Eagles in semifinals week, so that could hurt.
Darius Slay.
Yeah, Darius Slay. Yeah, the 49ers kind of have a similar cupcake schedule. Cardinals, Dolphins, Bucks, Seahawks, Commanders, Raiders.
That one is juicy.
Yeah.
So
both pretty cupcakes of a schedule. I don't really know. I like the offense that's a little more consistent with CeeDee Lamb. I would stay CeeDee Lamb because I really don't know what. I think you're either going to get a really good McCaffrey week or a really good Debo week.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
And I think Debo is just going to lose a shit ton of carries to Christian McCaffrey.
See, I don't really think Christian McCaffrey hurts Debo that much. I think I'm in a minority group. I think you could argue that overall it could benefit him because the offense is going to be better, which is going to allow for more yards, more time on the field on offense, more total touchdowns for the 49ers. So I think it could be a good thing. And I don't think Debo gets that many carries to begin with. He usually gets no more than like 5 a game. So I don't know. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I do like touchdowns definitely could go away. Maybe eat a little bit of his target share. But I think overall, I think he'll be all right. But I'm not too sure. Either way, I think you're fine here. Lamb and Debo are both good. It's very fair either way. So
yeah, they should both be great rest of the season. It was a very close debate. Like if you pick Debo, I'm not gonna hate you for it.
It's fine either way, really.
Well, moral of this is you're good. You're good either way. You're chilling. I think go with the person you either have a strong attachment to that you feel strongly about, or you had CD and you want to switch it up. I don't know. I think you have a really good record, keep it. Like if you're at least 6-3, I'd probably keep the course. If you're 4-5, maybe switch it up. Because I hate messing around with teams that are really good. One team in one of my leagues was 8-1 going into last week, and he traded 3 players from his team for essentially Nick Chubb, and one of the players was like Devontae Adams. Like he traded a haul for Nick Chubb, and he lost this week. Yeah, you're 7-2. I would stay the course personally.
Bro,
you
would hate me in my like main home league that I am. I'm 7-2, and I literally have like a new roster like every week.
I know. I saw that tweet, Luke. I saw that tweet where you 7-2 roster, and it's like every player in the starting lineup was different.
Yeah, it's changed a lot since that tweet. It's changed a ton.
Yeah,
wild. But I have fun doing it. Like every week, I have at least like 2 different starters because I just like iterating and changing things.
That's pretty good.
But like from your bench or like trading and waiver wire pickups.
What do you mean?
Like when you switch your lineup, like are you literally switching your entire roster? Like you're picking up people off the waiver and you're trading?
I'm making trades.
Oh yeah, I hate you.
Like everyone's for sale, and just going for it. My team is completely different. Like every 2 or 3 weeks, my team is like completely new. It's wild.
I commend you. I couldn't do that.
Have you in that league? Have you started with a player and then trade them away and eventually got them back, or no?
I've had AJ Brown on my roster. This is the 3rd time I've had him on my team now.
Oh my god!
I don't understand that.
That is ridiculous.
It's apparently it's working. So maybe I should adopt this strategy.
Yeah, it's working. I'm 7-2.
Dang. All right. And Dalton Riley says he already has Tyreek and DeAndre Hopkins. First off, being 7-2 and surviving 6 weeks without DeAndre Hopkins is pretty damn good.
That's nice.
So, props to you. But yeah, if you're getting CeeDee Lamb or Deebo Samuel to be your third wide receiver, that's
nice.
That's pretty nice for this season. Yeah.
Okay. Again, that kind of pushes just real quick. That kind of pushes me a little further to Deebo, just because if you already have two guys that are pretty safe, I would say with Tyreek and Hopkins, I think you can go for a bigger upside swing with Deebo personally. Because I don't think Lamb has top 3 potential, but Deebo does. We've seen him do it, so I don't know. That's just my opinion.
No, yeah, I love it. While we wait for more to get in, I always pull up some questions of mine just because I think some people might be faced with these. In a league here, just for a flex position, this is as traditional as it gets. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a flex. No fun bonus points. This is as simple as it gets, folks. PPR, thank God. But Deontay Johnson or Rachaad White?
I think I would go with Rachaad White. He has more upside, honestly. Which hurts.
Wow.
It's painful. So I will say I have Higgins and Jacoby Myers on a bye, which is why I have to make this decision.
You're starting this week, right? You're talking about this week?
Yeah, because my 2 receivers currently, I mean, you want to get even worse at the receiver position. My 2 receivers currently starting are Jalen Waddle and Cortland Sutton.
Oh, wait, it's a start for this week? I would go Deontay.
Yeah.
Oh, this way. Yeah, this
I
way.
would probably play Deontay as well.
White's a good. I think White's a better season long hold because if Fournette goes down or something happens there with like a continued like changing of the guard, it's more value. Agree. But I think Deontay this week's a better play just because like White's situation right now, he gets like 7 points every week, but like that's it. He has not had a game over 10 points, I think, unless he had one game with the touchdown.
He has not.
So yeah, I mean he's a consistent scorer, but I think Deontay has a better chance to get you like over 10 points, especially in PPR.
Yeah, I think he finds the end zone more. Yeah, the only thing if Rachaad White had the backfield, I'd feel good.
He hasn't scored a touchdown all year, actually.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Steelers wide receivers only caught 1 touchdown this season. 1 or 2.
Really?
I don't know if Pickens has 1. Claypool has 1. Deontay, I don't think he has 1.
Pickens has 2, I think.
2 touchdowns? Okay.
I know he had 1 against Philly.
Pickens is 1.
Pickens is 1. So
I'm pretty sure 2 Steelers wide receivers had touchdown catches. Deontay doesn't. He's had 2 like really, really close ones where like his
had no touchdowns.
Millimeter out of bounds, but he hasn't had 1 yet. So.
Oh yeah, the toe tapper in the back of the end zone where his foot was literally on a single blade of white grass.
Was that the Jets game?
I think it was the Jets game.
I was there. I was there for the game. It was weird.
Yeah, back of the end zone.
Freemuth only has 1 touchdown this year too. So not even just the receivers, the tight ends.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like Pittsburgh as a whole only has 1 touchdown all year.
Yeah, it does.
Luke. They do.
The offensive coordinator still has his job. So
that is just factual. The Steelers only have 1 touchdown scored this year.
Oh, yes. Canada. Yes. All right, from Czar, Josh Palmer or TJ Hawkinson? This is an interesting one.
This is pretty easy Palmer for me, honestly.
Okay.
Pretty easy Palmer?
Yeah.
Hutch.
Interesting. For this one, this is actually tougher for me because Hawkinson really showed a lot last week. I believe he had 9 catches for 70 yards last week, if I'm not mistaken, or it might have been 7 catches for 90 yards. But Josh Palmer last week also had a big week. This week, the Chargers get San Francisco, and this week the Vikings get Buffalo. Given that it looks like it's going to snow in Buffalo, it looks like it's going to be kind of windy, I would probably start Palmer as well.
Yeah, it's the wide receiver 1 for the Chargers. You know, I don't really think you can pass that up.
Yeah, I mean, because Mike Williams has already been ruled out for this week, right?
Yep, and so is Keenan Allen.
I'm just looking up the 49ers secondary right now because
they've got some injuries back there.
They do.
They've got some injuries.
They do. And what the interesting thing is that I looked at one of my leagues, like San Fran is actually like top half of the league in terms of letting up points to receivers, which I did not expect when I was at least looking at my leagues. They're ridiculous against the running back position. They are so good against the running back. But against the receiver, they're actually pretty good. And I'm looking at it here, like they don't have Emmanuel Mosley, which is huge. Charvarius Ward and Diamondor Lenore. Fucking who the hell is that? I couldn't tell you. They have Jimmy Ward in the nickel too, but Palmer won't play against him. He'll probably face Charvarius Ward, and I think Charvarius Ward's an absolute fucking bum. So I go Josh Palmer as well. If Josh Allen doesn't play, Minnesota should not have to do much to win this game. So
hey, don't fuck out of my boy Case Keenum like that, man. Come on.
I love Case Keenum. I watched a video of him in practice running into a dummy in the pocket and tripping. So I wouldn't say I'm like over the moon about Case Keenum.
It's interesting though, because he gets to play against one of his former teams with Stephon Diggs against his former team.
That's true.
The Vikings, which will be interesting.
It is true. Yeah.
That could be a fun revenge game.
Yeah. All right. Dalton just wanted to give out his whole team. He has Lamar and Fields as his 2 QBs. Mixon, Eckler, Pierce, Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, his receivers currently. Tyreek Hopkins, Lamb, Pickens, Mecole Hardman. He's got Goddard and Pitts. Don't touch your team. It is beautiful. It is so nice. If you want to go get Debo, and for some reason Debo just has a terrible rest of the year because Christian McCaffrey, George Pickens has been probably the best receiver in Pittsburgh this year. Luke, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Pickens has been the best receiver.
He has been, for sure. And also, I want to add, I don't know if this is 1 QB or 2 QB, because that makes a big difference. But if it's 1 QB, hey, I did it, but I recommend trying to go trade Fields for something. Fields or Lamar, whoever you like less. Go try to trade.
I would rather trade away Lamar. I think the name value's there, and I think that Fields, honestly, if you put Lamar and Fields straight up next to each other, I don't know if I could say that I would 100% have Lamar rest the season.
Oh, it's an 8-man league. Okay, that makes it harder to try to trade a quarterback, but still, I would look into it. I would look into it. Yeah. If it's a 1 QB league, go try to get some more value at another position. You already have a ton, obviously, but especially in an 8-man league where you need leverage, you could try to offer a quarterback another piece to upgrade the piece. I don't know. It's worth a shot.
So just again, I think Fields has way more value than Lamar currently, because if they're going to run a high school offense where Justin Fields is the running back at the same time being the quarterback, I don't think he has more upside. I think he probably has the most upside of any quarterback rest of the season, especially when he plays Detroit and Atlanta the next 2 weeks, and then he sees the Lions in championship week. I mean, you got to survive the Eagles and the Bills, but if he's running, and also they're home against the Eagles and the Bills, so they're in Chicago for those games. If all he has to do is run the football around, we know these defenses are good. We also know the Patriots defense is good, and Fields ran all over them. So you can have a good defense, but if you don't have a game plan to contain a quarterback, and I don't think most teams are going to have, they don't have a lot of film on this new style of offense that Chicago seems to be running right now, where they're highlighting Fields.
The Eagles and the Bills have those quarterbacks, though. They have quarterbacks that scramble and run, so they understand what it's like to have to play against that guy. They play against him in practice.
But they're straight designed quarterback, like outside runs that I don't think Hurts. Josh Allen does those a couple times a game, but I don't think Hurts is running literally like in the 9 hole off to the right-hand side of the offensive line.
Hurts doesn't have that speed.
No, he doesn't.
Like Fields or Allen does. Yeah, he doesn't have that speed.
Fields is.
I like Lamar's schedule a lot, though. I'm just saying.
Oh, Ravens have a good schedule too.
Ravens have a pretty good schedule, but the problem is they don't have any.
I think Lamar's honestly being overhated right now because he hasn't had a healthy Mark Andrews in a while, and he also was without Rashad Bateman, who he's not for the rest of the season, obviously. But he also hasn't had a good running game either, and Justin Woods is going to be returning with Kenyon Drake.
But he's had no support whatsoever.
Yeah, he hasn't had any support this past week, and he's still been doing just fine. Like this past week, he had 18.5, which is the QB10 this past week, without Andrews, without Bateman, without Gus Edwards, and he still was just fine. I mean, he had 82 rushing yards, and then his playoff schedule is a lot better than what he's had. And I want to point out too with his schedule, if you look back. Yeah, he hasn't been as good as when he was like red hot to start the season with 2 43+ point games.
Yeah, he was insane.
He played some really good fantasy QB defenses. Buffalo week 4, Cincinnati week 5, the Giants week 6, Cleveland week 7, Tampa Bay week 8, and then the Saints in week 9. And then after this, I mean, his schedule is like all green on Sleeper when it like lights up like green for good, like orange or red for bad. Obviously,
yeah.
Carolina, which has been pretty bad against opposing fantasy quarterbacks. You have Jacksonville. You have one bad matchup with Denver in week 13, but then you got the Steelers, who have been horrible against quarterbacks, the Browns again, Atlanta in week 16, and then the Steelers in championship week. I mean, that is really, really good. I mean, Atlanta in the semifinals and then the Pittsburgh in the finals is nice. That's really, really good. I don't know. I think he'll be just fine, especially with healthy Mark Andrews back.
He's going to be fine.
Oh,
yeah, he's the QB4 in the season right now.
Oh yeah, though there's no hate. I like Fields upside.
Game, though. It's more
there's no hate either here. Like I still think he's a top 6.
No, I know you guys are not hating.
Points per game. He hasn't missed a game, so just take his total and divide it by QB5. Yeah, so
just behind Burrow at 23.6 points per game.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Michael, if you have a question, man, just drop it in the chat. As you can see, all these people, just drop it in the chat.
Yes, sir.
From George, defense question. Love it early on. Vikings defense if Josh Allen does not play, or the Cardinals defense against the Rams, who might not have Stafford and already suck. Hutch.
Play the Vikings defense.
Are you a defense guy?
Yeah. What?
Are you a defense guy?
I know defense is a little bit more like the general team, but I mean, Vikings defense against Josh Allen, if he isn't playing, that's really, really interesting because, I mean, I mentioned earlier, it could be a revenge game for Case Keenum, or it could just be a revenge game for the Vikings where they just crush him.
He's going for the Case Keenum revenge game narrative.
Yes,
revenge game narrative. But also, I kind of want to bet on the Cardinals defense. I mean, the Rams offense is just such a disaster right now. Matthew Stafford has been playing so bad. The offensive line is a mess. The run game is one of the worst. I mean, it's probably the worst run game in the NFL right now.
Sucks though, is my problem.
The Cardinals defense is not very good yet. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't.
So
Aaron Jones, right?
They're better than you think.
Their number one corner has been locked down this year. Yeah, the Cardinals defense has actually been better than you think this year.
Byron Murphy and lockdown corners cannot be used in the same sentence.
Yes,
he has played better. I will give him that.
Don't be a hater, Joe. Come on.
He has played. No. He's played very good this year. He's
played great.
Yeah, he's played unbelievable this year.
So the only time the Cardinals have had negative points on defense, and I'm looking at literally a traditional ESPN scoring league. This is a league that I was talking about earlier.
Yes.
There's no fancy whistles and bells to your scoring. It is simple. The only time they've had negative points was against Kansas City in week 1. Yep. Obviously, it's like a top 5 NFL offense. They are actually ranked 11 in terms of defenses this year.
Yeah.
Which you would not expect. And a lot of that has come.
He held Devontae. Look, hold on. He held in week 2. He held Devontae Adams to 12 receiving yards. He held Cooper Kupp to 44 receiving yards. Murphy this year, and
that was more of a double coverage situation. Byron Murphy could not do that. So yeah, it was more of a double coverage. But I mean, Murphy has played better. The best thing for them, they've been getting to the quarterback more. The only time they haven't gotten to the quarterback recently is against New Orleans, where they didn't have a single sack. They've been turning the ball over every single game for the last 4 games. They've also had 4 touchdowns, which you cannot bank on at the defense position, but they've had 4 touchdowns over the last 4 weeks. And are they going to allow a lot of points? Yes, they've allowed over 30 points the last 3 weeks. This is not a good offense that they're playing that is going to score 30 on them. So I think that they're going to LA, which doesn't matter because it's a fucking home game for everybody that goes and plays in LA against the Rams or the Chargers.
This is gonna be a boring game. This is gonna be like a 12-17 game because Call of Duty just came out, so Kyler Murray's gonna be not knowing any plays, and Matthew Stafford in that offense.
The old Call of Duty narrative.
I love the Call of Duty narrative personally.
It's so amazing though because it's so true. Because he's like literally hasn't won a game when a new Call of Duty's come out. Like it's hilarious. It's so true.
I will say I was faced with this exact decision, and I went with the Cardinals. The Rams allow the most points to opposing fantasy defenses. That is a hard stat right there. So I would go with they've been getting to the quarterback more. If you're rewarded for sacks, I like the Cardinals defense. One thing I'm going to do quick before we go into any more questions here. We've had a couple people saying that Josh Jacobs is out. Is anybody
right now? I don't see it anywhere. I don't know what
I don't see it anywhere either, and it's scary.
It's probably a fake Adam Schefter.
It's probably a fake verified Twitter account, honestly.
Yeah,
Shout out
Because-
Elon, by the way.
Because
I'm looking right now.
Shout out
Yeah.
Elon for all the fake verified accounts out there.
Yes, shout out Elon Musk. Wait, didn't he take away Twitter Blue now or something?
Yeah, Hutch, did you buy the check?
I did not buy it.
You should have, bro. You
I was going to. I almost did. I was going to, and I just didn't. I didn't get it in
Mr.
time.
Chance. But I'm actually curious what they're gonna do. Just real quick, I wonder what they're gonna do for people who bought it because they took it away. Like my theory is that
Yeah, I've been looking at Akash's all the time. I would keep looking at his account because his account is there, and it says because he bought Twitter Blue, but
Yeah.
Twitter Blue doesn't exist anymore. So it's.
I
weird.
also wonder what's gonna happen to mine because nothing's gonna. I shouldn't lose my check mark in general because I already had it, but I bought.
Yeah, you already had it.
But I bought Twitter Blue when it came out because I didn't know if they were going to take mine away or something.
Josh still
Or
has
I also wanted to see what I also wanted to see what the features were like because I've never bought Twitter Blue before. And then now it says if you click my check mark that I have it because of Twitter Blue. But what happens when Twitter Blue goes away? Does I keep mine? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Twitter's in a dark space right now.
It's fun.
Trey, full PPR, Judy or Josh Palmer? Easy one. Hutch.
Palmer.
Oh, I'll go
Yeah.
Luke. Hutch.
Oh, sorry, Palmer.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I would start Palmer as well. I do like Judy this week. I think Judy's a good play this week, but I would start Palmer.
Palmer, number one.
It's definitely Palmer.
Not traditional. I
Palmer,
mean,
Palmer.
He's
The
the number
Chargers-
one of the better offense.
yeah, the Chargers are struggling a little bit. Like they're not what you probably expected them to be on offense, but they're
Not at
still
all.
putting up points and being
No, yeah.
effective at
Yeah, it's been
times.
Justin Herbert without Keenan Allen's been a bit weird this year to see.
Yep.
He's
A
been
li-
definitely a little off.
Elixirs are our resident standard player. Christian Kirk or Alan Lazard? Luke.
I'm gonna go Lazard just because it's standard. I think he has higher shot at getting the tutty, especially with
Yeah, that's true.
Romeo Dobbs out. I think I'm gonna go with the Lazard King.
Hutch.
I completely understand what you're saying there. There's definitely more upside that he gets a touchdown. But this week, I am in love with Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk. This week against the Kansas City Chiefs, their defense has not been able to stop wide receivers and quarterbacks. The Chiefs are going to put up a lot of points against this Jacksonville defense. Jacksonville's going to have to keep up. And Christian Kirk has really found that spark again over the past few weeks. He's been really, really good. Over the past 3 weeks, he's been the wide receiver 5, wide receiver 57, then wide receiver 15, wide receiver 35. He's actually starting to get back to it again against Kansas City week 10. I think this is going to be a big week for Christian Kirk. So I do get the touchdown upside there with Alan Lazard, but I think Christian Kirk's going to have the better week. I bet on Kirk.
I like it.
Dang, I'm the deciding factor.
Yes, go ahead, Joe. You're the decider. Go ahead.
I am a notorious hater of Trayvon Diggs because I think he's overrated. So I will go Alan Lazard.
He is definitely overrated.
Yeah. Czar, Flex 2, Devonta Smith, Brian Robinson, AJ Dillon, Eno Benjamin, Isaiah Pacheco. Luke.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Devonta Smith and AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon's been disgusting, but he always has a chance to fall in the end zone, and he's gonna get you at worst 6 points. All these other guys here, I think at best will get you 6 points. So I'm gonna go with Smith for sure, and then AJ Dillon.
Hutch.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, Brian Robinson, Benjamin, Pacheco have no upside in my eyes. Dillon, you're going to get some touches. You're going to get some work. And Aaron Jones is also hurt right now. It looks like he's going to play this week, but it looks like he's also dealing with a bit of an injury. So he could be limited, giving Dillon more opportunities in this offense that could help him a lot in fantasy. Maybe reach double digits even without a touchdown if he gets a couple of receptions. But yeah, Devontae Smith is the easy one start. And then the rest of the guys, you're hoping Dillon could get in the end zone.
Yes,
Q
sir.
tag has been removed from Aaron Jones, so he's full to go. He's not even a question mark going into
Not even a
tomorrow.
question mark at all. Okay.
No, yeah, no Q tag at all. Devonta Smith is the automatic start here.
Easy.
Yeah.
Why the deep side, Joe? What's going on?
Come on, you just start Dillon. You
Bro, it's
can't start
easily
any of these
Dillon.
other guys. You
Guys,
can't
guys-
start these guys.
Guys, I've had AJ Dillon on my bench all year, and I've watched him.
I know.
do
Dillon was
nothing.
one of my
Joe,
guys.
all
this
the
year.
other guys are gonna be bad too. He's the best of the
See,
worst.
I-
Easily.
I agree. I somewhat agree, but in the back of my head, here's what I'm hearing. Because obviously I have a show with Josh every week, and he says the Eagles' run defense is not as good as everyone thinks. So
They're so bad.
So I'm
The
like,
Eagles' run defense is awful.
so in Dallas allows the 4th least fantasy points to running back. So in the back of my head, I'm like, well, fuck, could Brian Robinson just
No.
rip one?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm
no,
gonna
I
go
wouldn't
Brian
bet on it.
Robinson. I'm
I
going
did.
Brian Robinson.
Have fun with your 4 points.
Yeah, that's
I'll have
good.
2
That's
less.
4
I'll
points,
have
man.
2 less, and it's not gonna matter.
Cool.
Brian Robinson.
James,
no.
Josh Jacobs is not out. I just checked Twitter. I don't.
Yeah, I checked Twitter. I checked Google. I checked everywhere. Josh Jacobs.
Okay. So
There's nothing about Josh Jacobs.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know if we've made it big time to get trolled, but we've had Heather is asking us if one of us would like to FaceTime us after the show. And Thomas Garrett is saying he slept with Kari Lake in 2002.
And good for you, Thomas.
I think we're being trolled. I really don't know.
I think so. I think we're being a little bit trolled.
Roderick, Jeff Wilson or Antonio Gibson in a PPR. Luke.
This is Gibby for me. His opportunity has been increasing as they found out that Brian Robinson is not better than Antonio Gibson. Shocking world shattering.
Hey, he got shot. Okay.
I know he did. I love the guy. I like Brian Robinson, but Antonio Gibson's just a better player. And I don't understand why Ron Rivera literally compared it to the guy to Christian McCaffrey last year. And now he's like, let's get Brian Robinson in there for like all the touches. Gibson's so much better. And in PPR, I think he's gonna get a lot of work. And also, I don't really understand the Jeff Wilson hubbub of late. I think he's a good player, but I think it's going to be a committee there still in Miami. I think people are reacting to a limited sample on his new team, and they're freaking out for no reason.
Yeah, the thing is, though, that was his first week, and he already led the team in snaps and touches in the running back position on his first week.
For sure.
Because
those touches
are nowhere to go up from there.
This is essentially the San Francisco 49ers backfield. You got to remember that. It's not going to be a clear RB1 situation, I don't think. I think Mostert and Wilson are going to be a little murky. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they definitely will. I think Jeff Wilson proved that he's going to be the leader, though. Because in his first week on the team, he's the leader.
I think Mike McDaniels likes Wilson more than
he does. Mostert. He likes Jeff Wilson.
So
he did go get his boy. That's true from San Francisco. He
went out and got him.
I think it's so funny that he came over from the 49ers was essentially like,
it's so
let's
funny.
go get the 49ers running backs.
It's so funny. Mostert, Wilson, he traded for all the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually kind of weird because like last year, obviously Elijah Mitchell took over the backfield after Mostert got hurt. Yeah. But it's literally what the running back 1 and running back 2 on the depth chart was last season before the year started for the 49ers. Isn't that wild? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had reports that Mike McDaniel was saying he was going to use Tyreek Hill in a Debo role. Like, there were so many 49ers rumors on this Miami team.
He literally just wanted to make the 49ers offense.
He just wanted to make the 49ers offense, yeah. But yeah, I agree with Luke. I would, even though I just hyped up Jeff Wilson, I would start Antonio Gibson. The opportunities have been there. Brian Robinson has really just been faded out of this offense. Gibson's getting receptions. He's getting in the end zone. And Philly is, oh my God, their run defense is so bad. They can't stop the run. I mean, I can't believe Dameon Pierce went for 139 yards. They had no receivers. They had nobody. They had absolutely nobody else. Everyone on the Eagles team knew that the ball was going to Dameon Pierce, and he still crushed it.
Dameon Pierce is my sweet, sweet baby boy. I love him so much.
Dude,
he is so good.
He looks good.
He's honestly, I can't name.
They called me a madman. They called me a madman.
Based off this year alone, there aren't 5 running backs that have outplayed him this year.
Oh, whoa. On the brakes.
I don't think there are 5 running backs that have outplayed Dameon Pierce this year.
Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall when he was healthy.
Okay. I guess if you want to throw in Breece Hall when he's healthy, maybe.
Let me get one more running back.
Like
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is definitely outplayed.
Josh Jacobs, maybe, yeah.
Austin Eckler, absolutely.
Okay, maybe not 5, more like
absolutely.
Austin Eckler.
Like 6, 7. Dameon Pierce has played unbelievable this year.
Yeah.
He's been really.
He plays like a stud running back.
Hey, and once again, I'm taking another victory lap here. They all called me crazy for ranking as the RB19 draft. So cheers.
Also, Roderick, Antonio Gibson, just so I can get my way in here. So here's how big time we've apparently made it today. Czar says, just to debunk the Josh Jacobs rumors, he's active and healthy according to Czar.
He is.
And Elixir says he's confirmed to be somewhere on Sunday.
Breaking. He's going to be somewhere.
News.
And Josh blamed Luke for bringing him in, and his verification brought some trolls to the show.
Yes, exactly.
Maria Lee is looking to Zoom with one of us.
Oh my gosh.
And Czar just needs to ask his wife first if it's okay.
I understand.
Maria to Zoom. Peter says this Josh Jacobs thing is really going to screw me big time. Why did we choose Josh Jacobs? He wasn't
I have
even
no
on the
idea.
injury report, was
No, he
he?
wasn't even on the injury report. No. Well, he's looked injured the past couple of weeks. He hasn't played well. Honestly, the last couple of weeks have been frustrating for him as a fantasy manager.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
It's been weird. It's been really weird. Like he started off so hot, and then it's been like, oh, what's going on?
I absolutely love it. Yeah, Zara says we hit it big, boys. Trolls are here. That's big time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Here we go. Back to
Whoa.
questions. Dennis, Steven, if Kyler Murray is out, who would you stream? Keenum, Aaron Rodgers. I can't believe that.
This
That's
those-
hilarious.
This is so funny. Aaron Rodgers is standing next to Case Keenum, Garoppolo, and Stafford and Brissett. That is too funny.
and what's funny
Oh,
is I don't even
man.
think Aaron Rodgers is number one on this list.
No, he is
An-
not number one on this list. You are not
Also-
starting Aaron Rodgers.
I think
Andy Dalton
That
is
is-
a part of the list as well. So
Andy
Luke,
Dalton. Oh man, Andy Dalton too.
I honestly think it's Aaron Rodgers personally.
okay, Hutch.
I don't want to start Aaron Rodgers against Dallas.
Does anybody?
I don't.
Do you
I
want to
don't
start
wanna
Case Keenum or Jimmy Garoppolo or injured Matthew Stafford or Jacoby Brissett? I think
I'm
Brissett
honestly
Brissett.
right now, I'm genuinely tempted by Andy Dalton.
I like Dalton. He's one of my favorite streams.
I'm genuinely tempted by Andy Dalton this week against Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh, we know, has been awful against quarterbacks. We've seen Dalton put up some solid fantasy points. If he can get in the end zone like twice this week, I think Dalton could absolutely put up top 15.
TJ Watt
top
is
12
back
quarterback
this
numbers.
week, so that's definitely gonna.
Yeah, definitely a problem.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm actually pretty
Definitely a
interested to see how much of a difference he makes for the Steelers defense.
He will make a big difference.
The Steelers had 7 sacks in week 1, and they've had 7 since. So he's made a pretty damn good impact.
Yes,
he definitely does.
impact.
Yeah. So his impact is big. I would go
Wow, this
Brissett
is-
for the reason that TJ Watt is back.
Yeah, that Brissett's actually interesting because against Miami, that should be a higher scoring game. That should be a higher scoring game, or both teams have to keep up, and that could be
Miami's
interesting.
defense is not good. Amari
Miami's
Cooper's
defense
going
is not good at all. No, they're not good.
Amari Cooper's going to cook Xavier Howard.
He is going to cook him. Yeah, that's going to be a
He's gonna
Yeah.
cook.
man. You're convincing me to Jacoby Brissett right now. I kind of forgot him since he's on the bottom of the list. I can't. It's so funny that we haven't even mentioned Stafford's name.
Fuck that.
We're not
Fuck
considering it at
Stafford.
all, right?
Fuck
We're not
no.
considering it
God,
at all, right?
For fantasy.
Because I'm not thinking about him at all. Yeah,
no.
it's so crazy.
Another one from Dennis here. Half PPR start 2, JT, Chris Godwin, and Alan Lazard. So basically, who are you sitting of these 3 guys?
Okay,
as
you're
considered-
starting Jonathan Taylor.
This is the easiest question of my life.
You have
I
to
think-
start Jonathan Taylor.
I think this is an easy sit Alan Lazard. Godwin's getting fed targets and opportunity. He hasn't had a touchdown yet and very unlucky. He's really, really good. And Jonathan Taylor, you
Yeah,
obviously.
and Seattle this week is a really nice matchup. It's only weird though because it's the Germany game at 9:30 in the morning, which is weird.
Yeah, Godwin technically has the, in my opinion, has the upside because Seattle had to try to
Yeah,
travel.
5 of the
3
past 6 weeks, Godwin has seen double-digit targets.
Well,
Yeah.
Seattle also has
Correct.
to travel 3 extra time zones compared to
They
Tampa
do.
Bay.
Yeah, Brendan Tippett, that is correct. Yeah,
So I think
They've
that's
been in
something.
Germany for a while, though, to be fair. They have had plenty of time to adjust.
100%.
Yeah.
100. They still had to do it, which is all I'm saying. I'm sure the teams were probably in
Right.
Germany most of this week, smartly to adjust to
So-
the time and stuff like that.
yeah. I think-
I'm sitting Lazard.
Yeah, I'm sitting Lazard as well. But hold on, I want to talk about JT real quick. He is reportedly fully healthy. Like he has no injury designation for this week. He has no injury designation for this week.
Full
don't like-
practice
I
since
just don't like
Wednesday.
JT this year reminds
He's
me
not.
of Saquon from last year. We're like,
He does a little
yeah,
bit.
he's playing, but he's had this ankle injury. He's not 100%, but he's out there and he's playing. So like, oh, I have to start him, but every week he's gonna get you like 10 points. I mean, he could do better, obviously. You know,
I made him my like start of the week at running back, like with confidence. You have to play Jonathan Taylor this week. Las Vegas
do.
Raiders give him over 30 fantasy points a game to running back position. I think he's a
Raiders
must.
suck.
The
They
Raiders
literally-
they are the worst.
They don't have a middle linebacker. Devon
They're the worst at
Diablo
everything.
out. Blake Martinez just retired. Like they don't
Yeah, they have
have.
nothing.
They have nothing.
Hutch is like, they are the worst. They suck.
They're the worst
Well,
at
they're
everything.
bad.
The Raiders
They're
are
bad.
so bad.
They're horrible.
Chris G. PPR. Jamal Williams is his RB2. He needs to choose a flex.
Okay.
Swift is an option, but I'll have both Lions running backs in my lineup. My other flex options are MVS,
So good.
You-
Daryl Henderson,
Don't even
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Oh my god.
Don't even bother. You play Swift. You play Swift.
Yeah,
Don't-
you
Or
play
both of 'em.
Swift. These options are just not even close.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
Actually-
I have Jamal Williams and Swift, and I started both of them last week. I am starting Jamal Williams over DeAndre Swift because I have Christian McCaffrey and Kenneth Walker as my other two options. So I'm fine there. But if I didn't, I would still be playing DeAndre Swift. I just don't understand why the Lions are not playing Swift more. He is honestly
fresh. They're trying to keep him fresh long term.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him fresh. Really, that's it.
I get it, but like by far best player on the team when the ball's in his hands.
How dare you
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I have Amon-Ra St. Brown on. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown on 3 teams. I can say that. Guys, DeAndre Swift might be a top 10 player with the ball in his hands in the entire NFL.
I don't know.
Look at his yards per touch this year. It's absurd.
He's insane. He is insane.
Dude had 6 touches in a game and had 17 fantasy points.
Yeah, I know.
On 6 touches.
I mean, he's great. I just think the Lions are just working him back from the injury slowly. He's a young running back. They're not winning the freaking Super Bowl this year. They're going to make sure that he's fresh.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. They're not. I love the Lions. They're actually probably one of my favorite teams in the NFL besides the Steelers. I love Swift. I love Amon-Ra. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL right now. Yeah, but this is not the year for the Lions, obviously. No. And I think that they have some good pieces on offense. They're just going to figure out their defense and maybe quarterback, and they'll be good to go. I think Dan Campbell's a good head coach, but I think long-term, I think it's the right move to make sure that DeAndre Swift is not going to break down at the age of 26 or something.
Yeah.
By feeding him a workload when he's coming off of an injury. They're going to try to keep him fresh long-term, and they don't need to because they have Jamal Williams. So I think it's the right move to make. And his workload will increase once again over the course of the season. But it does suck for fantasy managers. Where he's like, oh, he's healthy. Let's roll him out there. He's like, oh, he got 8 touches because they're trying to keep him fresh. It's a crappy situation. But
as a fantasy manager, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Angry.
No.
Yeah. From Doob, 6787, Dalvin or David Montgomery, RB2. Luke.
These are all softballs, in my opinion. I don't know why. Dalvin Cook, man. You got to roll Dalvin Cook out there, I think. Why the face, Joe? You don't like Dalvin Cook, man?
Yeah, I think
Montgomery is playing the Lions.
Yeah, and Dalvin Cook is playing Buffalo.
But Dave Montgomery is not good. You guys got to remember that.
He's good.
Yeah, but Buffalo is very good, and Dalvin Cook has also played bad this year. He has not looked amazing.
Dalvin Cook. I don't know. I think you got to play Dalvin Cook. Personally,
I'm Monty. I'm playing Khalil Herbert in a league, and I would be okay playing David Montgomery on the exact same team.
Yep.
Whoa, that's bold.
Yep.
Okay.
All they do is run the fucking football.
All they do. Yeah, Dalvin Cook, like he's been fine this year, but Buffalo's so tough. The only thing that's sending me into Dalvin Cook is the fact that it should be windy, should be a snowy game, which favors the running back position. But if there's snow everywhere, like that kills you as a runner. Like you're not gonna be able to make cuts, you're not gonna be able to get around. Like it's just gonna be really, really tough overall on offense for these teams. And I don't see Dalvin Cook getting a big game without a touchdown. I'm going to start Montgomery against the Lions.
How dare
Monty.
you?
I'm going to sit Dalvin Cook.
Hell yeah, baby. Monty.
Insane.
Light him
up.
A
lot of faith into David Montgomery.
Light him up. David Montgomery, the RB2. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, Matt's watching from his toilet. Serenity #1 wants to FaceTime us, guys.
Oh my God. Stop.
Nope. Hey, we got some breaking news from Hallway Hot Dog.
Yes, we love Hallway Hot Dog. Multiple sources confirm Josh Jacobs is out Sunday with a grade 2 tummy ache.
Well, at least he's being brave about it.
Oh man.
We love Hallway Hot Dog.
Mars, no, Josh Jacobs is not out.
He is not out.
He's not out.
He's not out. Stop. He is not out.
Oh my God. I don't even know if this is a real person because I'm really confused at who's real and who's not in this chat outside of the names.
There's so many fake.
Why would a bot ask, is Josh Jacobs out?
I don't know.
I don't know who's real anymore.
It's just it's funny. Like I know the names because I've seen names that have been here for a long time or been here the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's just funny. All right, Jack, Christian Kirk against KC or Lockett against Tampa Bay. Luke.
Kirk.
I'm gonna go Kirk against the Chiefs.
Yeah, Kirk is a must play in my opinion. I think he's a massive play this week.
He's been great this year.
Yep.
If you can find a way to get both of them in your lineup, I like it. If you can only pick one, I will ride the Christian Kirk train with these guys because Jacksonville will need to.
I love how Joe gets a one or the other option. He's like, just play both.
Yeah,
Well,
play
because
them both.
I like both of them.
I know. I'm just
Yeah, both of them should be good this week. Yeah.
Listen,
both should be good.
first game in Germany, forget London. You know, London, messy games. Who cares, right? Germany, one extra time zone over. Absolutely high scoring game. Don't you even worry about it. It's going to be like 45 to 42.
It'll be like taking a
That
drive
is
down.
not true.
It's going to happen.
17 to 20.
I do think both of them have really good touchdown upside. So.
Oh yeah, both of them do. Yeah.
Yeah. Mars is angry at why are people doing this? We don't know. It's not people. It's
robots. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Lisa, 10 of you boys want a bone. Lisa, Hutchinson is a minor.
What? Oh my god.
Why does that have to happen when we have a
Why am I getting I've noticed on Twitter lately too. I've gotten so many more weird DMs lately. It's weird. I didn't get verified or anything. I just get
getting weird.
I get so many more of them lately. It's like so weird. I can't tell if they're robots or not. Because some of them are like Sarah 123489736 I'm like, okay, that's a robot. But then some of them are like actual handles. I'm like, is this a real person?
Usually,
no.
Usually they're not.
Never.
You're never real.
I get about 2 to 3 of those a week on Snapchat. I get like this random.
Oh, I don't even have Snapchat.
Dude, I get a lot of those on Snapchat. Like,
yeah,
I don't have Snapchat. I'm so thankful I don't.
Jack Edson, Amari's other receiver. So you're not sitting Amari Cooper. So don't
sit Amari.
Go with Christian Kirk.
That was the Christian Kirk Tyler Lockett question, right? Yeah, you bench Lockett.
Doob just added in, aren't the Lions letting him like 5 yards per carry to running backs?
Yeah,
I'd love to bet on Dalvin's talent, but I feel like I'm going to regret it.
I just dropped my laptop, guys.
I'm going to regret it when Monty goes off.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Lions are not good against the run. They're the worst defense in the NFL.
They're one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
No, they are the worst defense in the NFL. Statistically, they are the worst defense in the NFL. It's not even they are the worst defense.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, remember like the first 5 weeks of the season where they're averaging 35 points a game and they still only had like one win?
Yes, because Seattle scored 49
points on them.
Just
Geno
absurd.
Smith.
So definitely go.
Oh no,
Monty. We get it. Like it's tough to sit a guy with the name brand like Dalvin Cook.
Do you guys see
stop laughing.
Comments?
Stop laughing. No.
No.
If there was not a 16-year-old on the fucking broadcast, maybe I'd highlight that one.
At least with I'm 100%.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, no.
Lisa's
100%
real. Go ahead.
Real. She's not dry.
No, she's very convincing.
No, she is not.
Very convincing.
Hey, she's 100% real. So that's
100% real.
Lisa, if you're 100% real, can you tell me if you prefer who's your favorite NFL team? We'll go with that.
Yes.
Yeah, who's your favorite NFL team?
God, this is so good.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
Why is she here on a fantasy football show?
Because she's real. She's trying to catch some college tail.
Yes.
Yeah, Luke. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Luke.
Okay, real question. Jack asking, is D-Hop a top 5 fantasy receiver, and what would you give up?
He has been, actually. In the 3 games he's been back, he's number 5 in PPR points per game.
I don't think I think there are definitely 5 receivers I'd rather have than him rest of the season. But what would I give up for him? That's what I give up for him is a more interesting question. I mean, it's difficult because like you got to think about like what position you're looking to give up, like what's your team situation. There's a lot of different things to put in mind there. I don't know if I can like give an answer just off the top of my head. What would you give for him? But if he's a top 5 fantasy receiver, I think there are definitely 5 receivers I'd rather have than Hopkins rest of the season.
So
there are more. I just looked. I would definitely prefer at least like 6 or 7. Kupp, Diggs, Hill, Jefferson, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, probably Jalen Waddle too. And then
Waddle, definitely.
I think I would put Hopkins right after that. I would have him over.
Did you Hill on that list? Did you mention?
Yeah, he did mention Tyreek Hill. Yep.
Okay.
So rest of season, the Cardinals have an up and down schedule for receivers. So
yeah, they have a few good matchups, a few bad ones.
Yeah, they got Rams, 49ers, Chargers the next 3 weeks. Pretty good matchups. They then play New England, who has looked really good against wide receivers. The Broncos, with Pat Surtain. Stop
Me and
laughing.
Luke are just.
Bro, these
Me and
comments
Luke
are
are so immature.
hilarious, man.
Me and Luke are so immature. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you get 3 kids who are 24 and under on the broadcast. I mean,
24. Why does 24 and under matter?
What is
There's a big
24
gap
and
between us
Dude,
being
that is not even a what 24.
well, because we're all kids.
right. Okay, keep
We're all
going.
children. I mean, I'll be 55 and I'll still.
Well, you
think,
guys are
wiener
technically
jokes
adults.
are
I'm
funny.
actually a child.
I mean, every 55
I'm a minor.
wiener jokes are funny, Joe. Come on.
My dad laughs at every
Oh my
69
God.
joke imaginable and said out loud. So
Of course. I mean, I
Yeah.
think every man alive does.
everybody does. But in the final 2 weeks, if you make it to semis and finals, Hopkins sees Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
Woo.
Yeah, he's got 2 good matchups.
Pretty enticing. So you really just have to survive New England and Denver. And the worst part is that it's in Denver, which I always hate teams going to Denver just because the mile high. Phoenix is in the valley, so that's
No,
really low.
no. The
No.
comments.
Sorry,
No.
call the cops.
Oh,
Stop. No. The comment above
Oh,
is the
no.
comment above that one. The comment above that.
Lisa, yes. Catfish, drop your number.
You got it.
I love that it's
Oh
Catfish
my
too.
God.
I love the name is Cat. Have we gained any
No.
fucking subscribers from this? Because if we haven't, I'm
No.
gonna be really pissed.
This is so amazing.
I'm gonna be really pissed if we
Oh
have
my
not
God,
gained
this
any.
is so
We have.
ridiculous.
We've gained 3. Let's go.
Are
Yes.
you kidding?
Lisa,
Who?
if you have not subscribed, I'm gonna be pissed.
Lisa, you better subscribe.
Yeah.
Broncos country, and then Czar comes in.
Broncos
with
country.
let's ride.
That's right.
Broncos country, let's subscribe.
Broncos country. Let's subscribe.
Subscriber
Subscriber ban.
ban. Yes.
See,
exactly.
Elixirs, I've been thinking, do I
Gosh.
hit the block user button? But it's just too funny at this
No,
point.
it's
I
just
kind of
so
don't
funny.
want to.
No, it's hilarious.
I kind of don't want to.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
You gotta let it ride.
let her ride or let it ride?
It.
It. Okay.
Lisa is probably some like 57-year-old man in a basement.
Exactly. Yes, that is.
Catfish hit the button twice. Yes. We love that audio.
That
Catfish.
means you
Hey,
unlike.
Hey, we're 22 subscribers away from 500. So if we hit 500, we're going to spin a wheel and you have the chance of a, I think it's a signed Nick Chubb
Sorry, here we go.
jersey, a signed Lamar jersey, and
Do I get to enter this giveaway?
what?
Do I get to enter the giveaway?
If you're subscribed, you're automatically entered to win.
Bro, am I actually? Let me see if I'm subscribed. I actually don't know.
Yeah, like literally,
I know I am.
it doesn't matter who. Like
I
when we
am
did it,
subscribed. I am subscribed.
yeah,
I know.
you're a part of the wheel. So whenever we hit every 50 subscribers, we do spin the wheel and we give away a prize. I mean, Women of Fantasy Football, I donated money for one of our raffles. They spun the wheel and I won. So we will give it to whoever wins. So Lick says can't wait for Lisa Frankel to win the giveaway. And it turns to the Howard Stern show. It does.
Hey, Josh, it provides entertainment value, baby. It's why we're here. That's what we do.
Yes.
Josh, you did say you wanted a week's break. So
There
just
you go,
know
bud.
this is on you.
Cheers. Josh,
On
I got
you.
you, man. I'll fill in for you.
Just know it's on you.
Hey,
Oh,
we
yes.
Mitch.
A real question. Apzar from Twitch.
Yes.
Should
Yeah,
I
real
drop
question.
Deion Jackson or Treylon Burks for Kieran Williams?
First of all, how dare you think about dropping Treylon Burks? He's him.
Yeah, don't drop Treylon Burks. That is no. I would.
He's
I
officially
drop
activated.
Jackson, though.
I don't think I would drop Deion Jackson either, honestly. I mean, he's been banged up, but I think when he comes back, he's going to play the Naeem Hines role, which has value. So I think I'm going to hold on to Jackson.
And you
And
have
also,
Jonathan Taylor.
If Taylor gets banged up again, you have the
You have the backup.
Yeah, we saw the weird committee last week, though. Last time it happened, we saw a bit of a weird committee. Like it wasn't just Deion Jackson.
We have a new one. We have Heather
Yeah.
who wants to chat.
Yeah, she does. Just real quick, Abzar, hold on to Deion Jackson and Treylon Burks.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
you
think he'll go for
Yes.
Williams. I like Williams, but I think the other guys you have on your bench have more upside and more
Yeah.
secure value.
If you didn't have JT, understandable, but you
don't
have
to be
JT's
sorry.
backup.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Josh, you don't have to
can
be
we get
sorry.
a,
Yeah, guys, no, you're good. I've heard much worse things coming out of teenagers' mouths. Do not worry.
Can we get an Andy cameo?
Get him. Why? I'm just
Why
gonna
you
leave.
put that on the screen, dude?
I'll leave this up here
No,
Oh.
I'm not getting him.
Why did you put that one on the screen?
because that was I
Why?
don't know. I don't
You're
know why
giving them what
not.
they want.
Does
Hey,
she just?
you know what? It's kind of funny though. Jokes on these bots, but they're actually helping out streamers. So shout
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
funny.
We talking Tonka trucks.
Oh,
That
geez.
Elixir's thinks,
Oh
you know,
my
Heather's.
God.
We don't know what kind of toy Heather has. Could be a Squishmallow. We have no idea.
Yeah, it could be a Squishmallow.
She's playing with a
Be like-
Rubik's cube.
She got
Yeah.
a Rubik's Cube. Maybe she got some like Hot Wheels tracks and stuff. Like she got
Yeah,
that. Bop It. Yeah, just a Bop It. What other kind of Oh my God.
I mean, she definitely
Oh.
wants you to bop it. Let me tell you that.
Oh,
She definitely wants you to
another
bop
question.
it.
Hey, we got another question. Another question.
Yeah, we do.
I'm done.
One more question.
Dead.
Should I make a roster
my
spot
God.
for Nick Folk? No, you have one kicker on your team. And
No,
honestly,
no. Yeah, don't. You own one kicker on your team.
One
You do
kicker.
not own two kickers on your team.
and for the record, Daniel Carlson is probably outside of Tucker the best fantasy kicker.
Yo, put Hallway Hot Dog on the screen right now.
These spots are.
Whoa! No!
Oh.
Put that one on the screen. Put that one on the screen. No. Joe, put that one on the screen now.
Abzar, hold on to Carlson. Here we
Oh,
go.
dead.
Yo, what?
Done.
Poop on camera.
No.
They call that the Cleveland Steamer. Yes, we gained one more subscriber. Let's go.
Done.
Was it
Done.
Heather?
I don't know. It says 479. I have no idea.
Shout out Heather, man.
This
Here's the pooping on screen.
You know what I'm happy about?
is
First off, Hallway Hot Dog joined us, I think, this past week. So unless he's been on before,
man.
we just missed it.
I'm
He
crying.
joined us
right
this
now.
week, so thank you
This
for
is
the
done. This is
comedy.
dead.
I'm just happy Czar and Elixirs are having a fun Saturday morning.
Yes, this is
'Cause-
just not.
Elixirs has been here for, I feel like, probably 3 years at this point, and I think Czar's a little new. He's probably been with us for about a year. So I'm just glad you guys are having a good fucking James. Thank you. Oh my God, James,
Thank you, James.
Aaron
Thank you,
Jones, Leonard
James, saving
Fournette,
us here.
Miles Sanders for week 10. This is actually a pretty good
They
question.
have not taken the turn for the worse. This is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm having fun here.
Yeah,
I'm
this
having a
is-
great time. And James is a pretty good question. Aaron Jones has a tough matchup against Dallas.
Yeah, Aaron
Fournette has a
Jones against Dallas
pretty
is no. Aaron
Yeah,
Jones
Fournette
against
has a
Dallas is not
pretty-
fun.
easy matchup or favorable matchup against Seattle, and Miles Sanders a solid matchup against the Commanders. So Luke, what are you thinking?
I honestly want to play Miles
Cheeseburger Lenny.
Sanders.
I'm going Cheeseburger Lenny out in Germany.
I don't want to play Leonard Fournette. He just hasn't gotten the work that we want to
Dude,
see.
but what if he literally just transcends Earth and on Germany he just becomes him? Like he literally just becomes
Yes, yeah.
Germany.
I
He goes to Germany,
I don't want to
he
bet
is
on him. I
giant,
don't.
meaty, and just runs through defenses.
That is definitely an opportunity. I think Fournette definitely has some upside. Definitely has an opportunity to crush it this week. But they keep involving Rachaad White, and all reports coming out of Bucks like camp and Bucks beat are saying that Rachaad White is only going to get more involved, and Fournette is only going to lose more work. Like it's just not. This is just not it. And Aaron Jones against Dallas, I don't know. Aaron Jones has had like 2 good games this season. The rest he's absolutely killed you. I want to start Miles Sanders. Washington's a pretty good matchup for running back so far this season.
Biased.
He's been good this year. That's
I
the
know.
thing.
Sanders has been so good. He's
I
been
know. Yeah, Miles Sanders is
so
a great
good. He's
But
been
why don't you
insanely
want
good
to
this
have
year.
German Leonard Fournette, man? Come on. He's
German
literally
Leonard Fournette. The German Leonard Fournette.
He's literally in Germany.
Yes.
German Fournette.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of like a German food I can nickname Fournette with, but I don't know German food.
Wiener
What do they
Schnitzel.
even eat? What do they even eat in Germany? I have no idea.
Nefela soup.
Nefela soup.
Pretzels and beer.
Pretzels, beer.
Pretzels,
Lenny's
beer.
definitely at the pretzels and beer line. That's
Oh
that's
yeah.
without a doubt.
Oh yeah. Leonard Fournette is definitely over
sauerkraut.
there. Sour pork and sauerkraut, right?
Sauerkraut. Yep. I will go Miles Sanders.
I'll go Miles Sanders,
I
yeah.
just I cannot bet on Leonard Fournette. Every time I think
Can't
of
bet on
Leonard
Fournette.
Fournette, I
Aaron
think
Jones
of
is so
like McDonald's drive-through Leonard Fournette, and I can't get it out of my head.
Dude, McDonald's is good though, low key.
McDonald's is good, but when you're
McDonald's,
an NFL player and you
there's
gain
many other good
75
options.
pounds from eating the entire menu,
good.
like we can all
Oh,
have
man.
McDonald's. Leonard Fournette cannot have McDonald's.
Dude, Leonard Fournette deserves McDonald's more than any of us. Let's be honest.
Also,
Okay,
how is he not?
What's the joke about Eddie Lacy? It's like he's a Popeyes biscuit away from being a tight end.
That's great.
You guys remember that?
That's funny. That's good. Eddie Lacy was a massive human.
Yes,
That
he
is-
was massive.
that is true. But
wait, what is Shelly going on about in the chat now? She's asking if we supported President Trump. What is
Shelly says this
don't-
chat is so Shelly early said this chat is gross. I'm going back to the fantasy flock.
Dude, they're not Shelly. They're not real people. You know that,
They're
right?
not.
First of all. Second of all, you're damn right. I did it. Amen to that. Let's ride, Broncos country.
That is factual.
I'm so
Yes.
confused.
Amen. Luke.
There ain't no other show like Club Fantasy FFL's Fantasy Football Starts
No,
Set
there's
Advice
not.
Weekend show. Yeah.
There's no other show like this. This is the most wacky, most out of control show I've ever been on. This is the
Elixir's
You're off the
platform.
rails.
This is one of the best shows I've ever been on.
Elixir's platform for running for president is he supports Josh Jacobs' recovery, and I think we can all agree with that platform.
really deep dynasty news. Jerome Ford has been activated from injury reserve. So
Who?
there you go, Browns fans.
Interesting.
There you go.
Congratulations. For those who were planning on starting Jerome Ford in your 32 team dynasty leagues, he's active this week.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go. Well, we've hit the hour mark.
Woo! We made it, guys. We made it.
I don't even there's a lot of chat in here, and I
Yeah.
would venture to say 70% of it has nothing to do with fantasy football. Arguably,
Yes.
like 90.
Yeah, there's a lot of it has nothing to do with fantasy at all, and it's hilarious.
What an absolutely electric Saturday morning show.
Absolutely electric. Somebody go FaceTime Lisa
Electric.
after the show. Yo, we have one more. Right at the buzzer.
Sure.
Right.
Oh, no,
Charmaine
no,
is ovulating
Charmaine.
today, folks.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. for letting us
Burnside.
know. Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, Charmaine. I appreciate
Yep.
it.
Heads up.
In case anyone was looking to become a baby daddy today, just hit up Charmaine. Charmaine, while you're ovulating too, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're currently 21 away from 500.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When your future baby's born, make sure you set up a YouTube account for him. Have him subscribe before next season, so he has the chance to win, or she. Who knows? We don't know. So they can win a jersey as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll highlight this one because it's not the actual word. That's improper
my
English,
God.
man. I think
love this so much, man.
This is
Why-
so ridiculous.
Why do you need us? Where do you need us to come
do you
to?
need
Like,
help?
are you in trouble?
Do you need help?
need help?
Send us the address. Send us the address. Send the address. We'll come over. We'll help you out.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh, this is too good.
Okay.
This is too good.
Love it.
Wow.
For at Hutchinson B_FF at Luke Sawhook.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I'm
Me at Joe_Zollo. I don't even know if you want to fucking follow us on our Twitter
Broncos
feed.
country.
Broncos could.
Let's
Oh,
ride.
okay. Charmaine needs something, and
Okay.
yeah, we
Break.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you can follow Club Fantasy on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Club Fantasy FFL. The URL is clubfantasyffl.com. Always remember, defense wins championships. Offense wins fantasy football. We will see you all next week. Well, maybe not all of you, but
I won't be
hopefully
here.
most of you.